In the sixth and last exercise of the session, we're asked to write a function that first prints the length of the string using strlen, the function defined in string.h. Secondly, print the length without strlen. So let's see how we do that. First, we reserve a buffer to store our string, just like in exercise 5. We create a pointer to a char, which we can use to go through the string buffer. We create a length and we initialize it to 0, an integer called length. Next time we print enter a string. Just like in exercise 5, we will read to the string buffer 100 characters maximum from the standard input. We will print the length simply using strlen. Very, very easy. We just use the strlen function and we provide our string pointer. And then the challenge of this exercise is now write this strlen function yourself. But actually, if you've solved last exercise, you might have found this one even a bit easier, because you have to do exactly the same here. Simply iterate over each character of the string up until you reach the null byte and keep a count. Count how many characters you encountered before you reach the null byte, and then you have a strlen implementation. So in this case, we initialize again our string pointer to the first character of the buffer, our character pointer to the first character of the string buffer. We check each iteration if we follow the pointer that there's not a null byte stored at the value as a value of the address stored in the pointer. If not, we haven't reached the end of the string yet, so we increment our counter. You can use a while loop here as well, by the way, but you can use a for loop. It doesn't matter. Just count all of the characters that are not null bytes, and then you get the length without strlen. Great, let's compile this and run it. Hello, and we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we get strlen 6, length with strlen is 6, length without is 6 as well. Now, if you can count, then you might say, hello, that's 5 characters. That's not 6 characters. What might happen here? Are we counting the null byte? Does strlen include the null byte maybe? Let's check it out. strlen, does it say anything? Oh, excluding the terminating null byte. strlen function calculates the length of the string pointed to by s without the terminating null byte. So why does it print 6 here? The answer, I'm not gonna let you think about this too much. When we press enter to send this string to our fgets function, it's receiving a new line here as well. Remember, if I print here enter a string without a new line, let's remove the new line and compile, then there won't be a new line and I will be entering right here. No, this new line is gone here. So new lines are actually also characters. So what happens here? We have 5 characters and we press enter, so we're still entering a new line as well. This new line is being included into this string. You could manually remove it if you wanted to, if you want to really don't have the new line. I'm not sure if fgets has a mode to prevent adding the new line, but that's why strlen is outputting 6 here. Not because it's reading the null byte, but because it's reading the new line character.